show you how I finish these beanies so you know how they get put together. So for this tutorial, some of the things you're going to need, I'm using the Yarn Bee True Colors. This is a bulky yarn, size 6. You're going to need scissors and a tapestry needle. And what I have here is the piece of fabric that I crocheted in preparation for putting this last beanie together. So what I did was just what I did in my last tutorial about making beanies. I started with a chain. This one I happened to start with a chain of 30, and then I did a half double crochet starting in the second chain from the loop all the way across, and then I chain 1, and then I do a half double crochet back loop only, back and forth until I get the measurement that I want. And I just take this and wrap it around my head in order to get the correct measurement. So that's really all I do. There's no scientific method to my madness. But for this, I use this crochet hook. This is a Boy L 8mm hook. And I'm going to show you now what you do next is you just take the piece of fabric that you crocheted and you fold it in half and you put the right sides together. So I'm looking, I think the sides really aren't that different. You just kind of have to look and see which side you like the best and which one you want to be out, facing out. So I'm going to use that as the right side. So I'm going to put those together like that. And then I'm going to take my stitch marker out. And that was just where I ended the project. So I'm going to take the stitch marker out and set that aside and put my crochet hook in. Okay, so I'm going to start just by chaining 1, and then you know, I think I said that I do a single crochet across, and that's not what I do. I do a slip stitch all the way across. So I made a mistake there. I'm gonna have to go back and make a note in my video that I posted earlier today. So to slip stitch these two together, what I do is go in the back loop here. So you can see there's a V there, front loop and back loop. I go under the back loop here, and then I go kind of under the back loop of the chain, and I just go stitch for stitch all the way down here. So I go in there and I just do a slip stitch. So you pull through and just pull through again. And then you go into the next one, back loop, under the back part of that chain. You yarn over, pull through, and pull through again, and that's your slip stitch. And again, I do it here, go through the back loop, go through the back loop, yarn over, pull through, and then pull through again. And I'll show you one more time, and then I'll meet you at the back here when I'm finished with that. So again, go through the back loop and the back loop of that chain, yarn over, pull through, and pull through again. Okay, and then I will pause the video here and I'll meet you back when I'm finished with that. Okay, so here I am at the end of that row, and you can see that I've done a slip stitch the whole way across, so I've connected and we kind of have a tube now. So I'm going to yarn over and pull up a loop, then I'm going to leave a long tail. I don't really measure this out, I just kind of leave, like I said, leave a long tail. I'm going to take my scissors then, and I'm going to trim that off, and then I'm going to take my hook and just pull that loop all the way through and pull it tight there. Now the next part I'm going to do is take my tapestry needle. I'm going to move this out of the way. Move this out of the way. I'm going to take the tapestry needle and thread it, which for me is the most difficult part. So pull that yarn through there. And then I'm just going to start at the top here, and I'm just going to weave in and out, and there's really no rhyme or reason to how you do this or where you do it. I just kind of pull in and out, and then every so often I just pull it through, and then I pull it tight to cinch it, and I just keep doing this the whole way around. Oops. I gotta tell you guys, filming tutorials is not at all easy. where you have to have the camera and trying to look at what you're doing and look at the video at the same time and then not forgetting steps. It's difficult, and I don't feel like I'm doing a very good job of it. So I apologize for that. I hope that through practice I'll get better at that. But if there's something that I forgot or something that you don't understand, please shoot me a little comment, and I'll do my best to answer your questions, as I'm sure you'll have a lot after watching this mess. So again, I just keep going in and out, and every so often I just pull it and cinch it until I get all the way back to the other side. Now again, this is the inside of the hat, so you know, it may look a little messy. It's okay, it's the inside, no one's gonna see that. I'm not always the neatest at finishing off my projects. So again, just going through there. I go ahead and now I've gone through the whole thing, so I'm just going to take this and I'm going to pull it as tight as I can pull it so that it cinches the top. Now, so that it stays, I just usually keep going like in these closer parts here. Do that. And just keep kind of going back and forth a little bit to keep cinching it a little tighter. I hope you can see that. It's hard to look at it through the camera and get it in the right spot. And there, like I said, there's no real rhyme or reason to this. I just kind of do it till the hole is closed. In my tying off method, you're gonna laugh at this. It's not really that great, but it works. So that looks pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and tie this off. So what I do next is I just go under one of these. I pull up a loop here, pull up a loop here, and I just tie them. I know that's not probably the best way to do this, but I find that it works well for me. I can tie it fairly tightly, and then it stays. And then I weave the little strap from the pom-pom through one of these holes, and I kind of tie it off with these as well. And then I trim the ends there, and anything left you can weave in. So then I turn this inside out, and you can see that's the top of the hat, and this is where you attach your pom-pom. Now I have a little tail here that I just need to weave in, so I'm going to go ahead and thread my tapestry needle again, and again, I hope I'm staying on camera for you. And I just, you know, you just weave this into your stitches, just in and out of your stitches for a few stitches so that it secures it and it doesn't want to pull out then. I just do that a few times, and then any excess that's left there, I just take my little scissors and snip that off. And so again, I'll snip this off once I attach the pom-pom to the top. But there you have it, and that is the finished beanie. So I hope that helped answer some of your questions that you had about how to do the beanie. Again, it's not a single crochet that I use, although you could use a single crochet. I don't think it's going to make a whole lot of difference. It might just add a little bit to the circumference of your hat, but I use the slip stitch instead. So there you have it. Thanks again for watching.